All right, guys. It's been a week now. Welcome back. Thanks for watching. Goddamn headset talking to me. Thanks for watching again. Like and subscribe if you care to. If you don't, also don't care. Uh, Not that anyone has. Look, it's been a week and a half. I really don't know what I was up to, what I was doing. My memory's pretty shot. So I was mining. I know I was mining because I got some little notes on a bit of paper I scribbled here. Looking down at the paper. Oh, oh fuck. Looking down at the paper. Uh, I made a not montage, more like a time montage, more like a time lapse. I hit bedrock, mined out a bit, had some glitch, used that as my thumbnail. Skipped the horde, leveled a bit. Not much went on. Um, what do I need for this? Ah, cement. Damn it. 903. All right. So part of what was going on was getting the workbench. I think that's really, really important. And for that, I was trying to loot. But to give you a bit of a recap, I recorded the last one in a series of cuts and then used some different programs. Reload. I used some different programs to stitch them together. Now, I think OpenShot might have been the one I first used. I'm not too sure of their names. I've used them like thrice. Um, and then that had some problems. Like it works really well for most stuff until you have to actually cut and trim and move stuff around. And then it always horribly, horribly wrong. So I moved to shortcut, I think. Here, let me hit start menu. Yeah, so I was using OpenShot. I moved to shortcut and that worked. It's not the best UI. I'm just finding free and open source stuff. Shortcuts, not as intuitive as OpenShot, but it did the trick. So I did the time lapse stuff, like sped some stuff up and stitched it all together, and then uploaded it, and I thought, is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Stitched it all together, uploaded it. I was gonna start, doing the normal tag and end screens and whatnot, and that was a mistake. I went the long way, really long way. Then I realized that I'd actually missed the end of it, so I went back to restitch it and realized that in that process I'd accidentally lost some of the files. So that was really, really bad. I lost heaps of the files, five of them actually. Um, and that was because I had tried to move them from my SSD to my non-SSD. Farm's looking sexy. And then it was lagging out and I had buffering issues, so I cancelled it and then they got lost in limbo. So I had to do a little bit of homemade DR and run an ActiveAt scanner out to grab one of the files back, and then I couldn't get them all back. So I got back the file I had uploaded, which I still actually had. But then I got back the one file after it that hadn't actually stitched onto it and stitched it together again. Now, the problem was in that process, I realized that I had actually been uploading them at a lower quality. So you're gonna notice two of my videos, the last one and then some before, aren't at 60 FPS, and the quality is not 100%. So I'm recording these raw and uploading them raw basically when I was not cutting them. So I've learned from that. It takes longer to render, but I don't mind that. So any that I have to cut, snip, re-encode, anything of the likes going forward, I'm going to keep them at 60 FPS and 100% quality. Just so if you want the raw gaming feel, like the real, what am I getting? 44 FPS. I don't even know who that Steam user is. Then you will. But I know about that going forward. So first of all, let's look at what I need for the workbench skill. I've got my workbench skill. That is very handy. To make a workbench is a different story. So forged iron, I can spit some of that out. 34 iron coming out there. I've already got 25 queued up there. 30 more will do. That'll do. Um, I think I've upped my quicker crafting a little bit. Yeah, I upped that off screen from memory. and start all my stuff crafting again. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. I'm drinking vodka and OJ this time. Tonight, Friday night, I intend to replace my blood with vodka. I'm doing the best that I can to dilute that, through my organs and just get at least a 1-to-1 ratio, if not a bit better. We'll see how that goes. Now, after upping quicker crafting, I want my workbench. Mechanical parts. I remember that being a problem. I only got 12 so far, so I'm going to have to go wrenching. I've still got my trusty wrench and an even less trusty wrench going on. That's fine. Wrench, I've one I can sacrifice. 4 hammer. Tools. No hammer, so that's a bit of a problem. Easily solved problem. I'll make one so that I can get some stuff up. And then wood. Dime a dozen, not a problem. So I was going to take some of that, start taking these as they come out. Quicker crafting makes a hell of a difference, hey? Really does. Now the problem I've got on my map, I've started heading out this way with my mine, and then I'll probably get out. I can get under the water and then down. Now I've got to go back to that drop chest and pick that up at some point, but I think for now I'm just going to take it back to that town, see what I can find. I need a thing, mechanical parts, wrenching. Let me just quickly see what's needed for wrenching. All right, hang on. I'm not going to cut because I don't want to have to use video editors. So, on my phone, oh, I got a Zeusk view. Cool. Really not the place to pick up women, by the way, especially when you live regionally. But I'm shotgun attacking it at the moment, and it doesn't hurt to try other avenues. 7 days to die. Mechanical parts. I go to the old Gamepedia official wiki, and I want the obtaining option here. Gas pumps. Now I'm not going to harvest those. They're full of fuel and they respawn every 10 to 30 days. Refrigerators, though, definitely. Office chairs, filed cabinets, destroyed cement mixers. I can do all of those things. So let's get back to town. Yeah, that's where my quick waypoint already is. So back at it, folks. Now, yeah, so I uploaded that video. I was procrastinating and trying to recover files and stitching it together properly, and that was just an absolute clusterfuck. Can't not. Nothing. And then I went camping for like 5 days, roughly, with Nexus and the Fool. So we packed up, went 100 k's inland, and really just went camping out in the wilderness. We need to do it from time to time. If you work in technology, I'm sure you'll understand. Sometimes you really need some zero tech time. So we went out there. We don't have any mobile reception at the spot that we go to, which is really nice. You separate from reality or society quite a bit. And we just spent 5 days out there drinking beer, eating snaggers on a stick, relaxing. It was very cold. It got down to 3 degrees Celsius overnight, I think 2 or 3. It rained a fair bit. It was pretty miserable, but it makes it more fun and enjoyable. It makes it a bit of a challenge. So you're pushing yourself. During that time, we thought, we'll do some RL 7 days. And we like a bit of chemistry and hard yakka. So, hard yakka, sorry, goddamn game is messing with my head. So, Nexus and I went hunting, and we actually found some rocks that were really high in iron. Now, we did cheat a little bit. We had some man-made tools. We had magnets, and we found these rocks using magnets. So then we got back, sat down, and smashed them with other rocks to kind of separate the bits that were higher in iron. And it's pretty obvious because the bits that were higher in iron were typically darker, very dark, if they weren't oxidized. And cotton. And they were heavier, I guess, plus magnetic, so you can't really miss them. did not bring food. Great. Gonna have to harvest some yakka while I'm out there. Then I used that I actually rinsed it with water first. I kept rinsing it with water. We found a natural runoff of water from all the rains where all the water's washed down the mountain. And as it's washed down the mountain, it's hit the level where all the clay has settled in the hill. And then after that, it just runs straight along the clay until it finds the closest out. And that out was actually really near our track. So we tapped that and we had basically unlimited clean water. We drank a fair bit of it, not the best idea, don't do it at home, folks. We drank a fair bit of the water, didn't get any barley belly or anything like that, so we figured it was good. Don't use yourself as a guinea pig, it's not smart. And where was I going with that? Where was my story heading? Oh yeah, so I used the natural water as opposed to all the liters of water that we took to wash it and basically get all of the dirt and sand and everything out of it as much as possible. The problem is that there was actually a lot of silica in it, and silica is pretty heavy. At least I think it was silica. I'm no chemist, I'm not 100% sure. But there was another material, another heavy material in it. So I couldn't just wash it out. What we ended up doing then is I had a pile of containers and I was using my magnet wrapped in a Coles bag. Coles is a local shopping centre here, so you know those normal 10, 16 micron thick, crappy plastic bags that shouldn't be used. And just shaking it and picking up the iron on top and dropping it into another container repeatedly and repeatedly, like 6 times or something, until I had a very pure form of iron, and that seemed to work incredibly well. What I was left with when I picked it up with the magnet had very, very small and oh no, oh no, 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 that is the last thing I want. Oh shit, Christ. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I just have to get somewhere, anywhere on a roof. Oh, oh crap. Oh, I have goosebumps right now. This is not how I imagined this would pan out. Oh, Jesus. I just don't feel safe. I don't doubt that they're still out there and chasing me. Just quickly get up here. I don't know where they despawned, thankfully. That would be really, really nice. That was absolutely terrifying. Yeah, cool. It just spawned 16 dogs at me. Excellent. You do not want the game to do that to you. I remember this building. There was stuff in here that I actually need to come back and loot. Yeah, so I refined it until it was really, really pure, and that worked extremely well. Now, not with the refined pure stuff, but with some of the less pure iron that we found when we started picking up just really good quality iron rocks and whatnot. We chucked it in a forge. Now we made this forge. Oh, excellent. Carrying that. We made this forge with coal, and we made our own coal in a quite rudimentary fashion that worked really well. Where um, we basically put a pile of wood in a giant mound that we made. What? Oh, empty cabinet. Got it burning and then completely covered it in mud, and then we just let that go overnight. And as the night went on, I want those things. As the night went on, it kind of oxygen starved itself, and that worked very well. And then in the morning we had quite a bit of just, you know, the raw good carbon stuff that we wanted. So we then used that good carbon stuff to make a forge, where we pumped air into it with an inflatable mattress pump that I had, and oh, I can't forget how much good stuff there is here. And we melted down the rocks as best we can. Now we really need to get it pretty hot, like 2000 degrees or so, to really melt them down properly. We got most of the way there though, so we kind of made pig iron. We made our own coal and furnace and forge and got ourselves some good stuff out of it. The goal next time is to use the refined iron that we found and maybe cast it a little bit. Just mix up, I don't know, some oil from a fish or something. Crap, what can I throw away? Don't care. Don't care. The goggles aren't great, but you know, they'll do. Brass, always. And then yeah, we'll have a crack at casting that. You know, catch a fish, use the fish oil to mix with some sand to make a basic mold, pour it in. Maybe work towards some iron spearheads or something. I'm not sure where that's going to go yet, but you know, time will tell. Hard metal door, I cannot say no to that. It's just a matter of what I chuck away now. I'm gonna have to go back to my drop chest. I put that outside. I put it miles away. There we go. Don't need. I do not like these guys. Should be using my club more, but I'm not as patient as I should be because it's a Friday night. I've just got stuff that I want to get done. Like I want to kind of power through this. So we'll see what we get. I'm bound to have missed things. Just let me know in the comments below if I did miss something. I'll maybe come back and sort it out. Now, office chair. Apparently they have mechanical parts. I'm going to go up here so I get a better view. So yeah, the outback crafting, you know, the bush crafting, that was actually pretty satisfying. I want to do a lot more of that. I've been playing with it in the garage a bit or doing similar things. That's a huge amount of disappointment. And yeah, alright, doesn't work. And we'll just have to see what we get from it or how far we get. Only time knows. Alright. It's time to do this. It's going to take a little while, but my pickaxe is a bit better. Yeah, this won't take too long. Got my wellness up. Heaps of stam. Average quality pickaxe. Already halfway there. Now, someone independently told me, like someone that's not following me on YouTube, I was just showing their videos to give them a bit of an idea, said that my voice is too low. So I'm going to try and tinker that. You know, like it's, I don't know, whatever the opposite of clipping out is, like low clipping. I'm going to have a listen back to it after this one actually and see what I can figure out. I'm not sure if it's affecting you guys or if you even think that's the case, but I'll check it out just in case. Pardon my burps if they made it into the video. So I think the goal is that we loot a little bit longer. We still need those mechanical parts, so I might just go back to those few cars that are out there because I really don't have much of a choice. Got to mark this drop chest as well before I forget. Now, I think I also bumped my minus 69er. Yeah, I think I got that up one more. That makes a hell of a difference when you're digging out those tunnels, hey. Definitely worth doing. How I have more sham sandwiches? They can fuck right off. Decent. You know, not the mechanical parts that I kind of wish I had. But let's just do this. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to take that back and that. And keep those on me because they are very, very handy. Not hearing, dude? Alright. Yeah, I think that's good. And then it's just going to be back to these cars, eh, boys and girls? That one was clearly destroyed, but I think there was one next to it that was... No. Something I saw was full of parts. And that... It's like ore. This ground's made of nitrate. What? I am very happy with that. That is so good to know. They use nitrate in this PI to mark the parking lines. There's the cars. That's fantastic. That really, really is fantastic. This feels like where I got royally fucked up last time. This feels familiar. I remember I started having a really hard time. I just don't remember exactly where it was. Now, is that what mechanical parts look like? Yeah. Alright, so we're improving. It's the second stage damage. I remember that now. I'm just going to check my phone to see what other things I can get it from whilst I'm doing this. No, that's the camera. That's the last thing you want. Refrigerators. Ah! Damn tits, woman. Oh, that sucked and hurt. Listen. Ah! Ah! I think I'm done for. Holy shit, bat cakes. Why are all the naked women harassing me now and not when I go out with my mates? This didn't go as planned. I should have paid more attention to my surroundings. I swear one of them just came out of nowhere. I can't shoot for balls. It's been too long. I'm sorry, ladies. You're really quite pretty in an undead sort of way, but it's just not my jam. Alright, not stressful at all. Didn't just have a mild cardiac moment. Really get some yak in me. I'm healing up. I do not know where they came from. Jesus. And this wrench is nearly out too, and I can't craft a wrench yet because I don't have steel. More brass, can't complain. Alright, that one's done. Is there anything left in my bad mechanic? It's expensive, too expensive. Too rich for this blood. So we want to find those cars that are already in that stage 2 of degradation. Or filing cabinets, apparently. We'll see what we come across. War, women, and that thing. It's something, I'll give it that much. There's some cars up here. This one is looking very, very promising. The thing is though, my memory's that terrible that I don't with all the things that I need already. And I need to loot. Oh, yes, mining helmet. Workbench. Yeah, alright. Just the mechanical parts then. Let's not get caught again. Gonna do it this way. I think I had 12 left over there, so I need 8? 6? Oh, it looks like I actually have enough. Alright, we've got a few minutes, so let's wear out the rest of this forge and see if we can't... Oh, there's a car workshop, there's a petrol station back here. That's going to have all sorts of good stuff in it. Let's just quickly go back there. Let's grab some yucca out of these cacti on the way. And big up goldenrod. Whatevs. I'm lost, guys. Help! Need an adult. What's this growing over here? Seems like if it was me that made this, I'd fill it with explosives. So I'm a bit skeptical. But there's the mechanic station. Oh, someone needs to start living a bit of a nicer lifestyle. Garbage man needs to come pick that shit up. And I got that one. Is there a cement mixer out the back here? So that would be handy. Locks are useless, they just slow me down. Or a chem station. I want those things. What comes out of these? What goodies can you harvest? Wood. And wood. There's maybe a bit of iron there, I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to come back for this one. So, I'll drop the drop chest over in the disorderly direction. Thank you, Slip Data, for such a fantastic tome. I even use it camping. It's not safe when you're camping, but definitely does the job. Save waypoint. DC. Done. And then stuff that I don't care about for now is cash. As long as I do care about stuff. Nitrate powder, no, that. Really good basket. I really can't do much else with it. Getting late, so that's... Oh. What did these have in them? Mechanical parts. Excellent. The more the merrier. I mean, they'll become really common eventually. But for now they ain't, and so for now I want them. Might as well pick up this corn and yucca on the way back. We've got a little bit of time to go. And I'm mostly gonna, plant this where I can. I really have to start mass farming the yucca. This isn't the ideal way to get it, but it certainly gives it to me. there's that dog. Bastard dog. I've got no room to harvest any of his stuff. Alright, he disappeared. Well, I got a bit of animal hide. That stuff's handy. You can make leather out of it or make hide armor or clothing out of it. Oh, could you not, bud? Oh, there's still dogs out here. That's awesome. It sounded like he just ran into a cactus. So that's really satisfying. He's still hot on my tail though. It went into the dirt circles, so I should theoretically be alright. I thought they might be still roaming around out here somewhere. Nope. I'll stick that in that queue. Oh wow, did not expect that to work. Probably not a smart idea. Let's actually hit the fucker. Yeah, I did too. What a shot. Alright, give me your leather. Yeah, alright, that'll do. Go on home. Out of time. I'm probably going to eat about 13 of these on the way home because, you know, stand boys, girls. I gotta stop saying that. Stand peeps. Probably bump another one of these into me too. Yep. I didn't get that there. Pump that up a little bit. I'm overheating, but I really can't do anything about that because I've got nowhere to put my puffer coat if I take it off. If I've even got it on. No, I don't. It's just balls hot out there. He's having a hard time with something. I'm not overheating too bad. Like, it's not great. It's really not great. It's going to slow me down a bit. But it's not destroying me yet. I'm pushing it fine though. 2.5 minutes RL to make it home. That seems about right. Go through this little patch of snow biome to fix my heating issue that I'm currently experiencing, and floating tree. Cool. Lots of floating trees out here. Seems to be how they do. It's alright, I don't discriminate. Whether you're a rooted tree, a disrooted tree, you know, standing tree, floating tree, you're all good. You're all wood. I'd assume that going straight is the fastest route possible, but I'm pretty certain I'm mathematically incorrect there. Some of these hills suck, and I mean, if going straight means you're running straight into a brick wall, then no, of course it's not. I really am running short on time. Whoa. Here's my home, though. Well, it's not my home. There is a home that I stole from someone else who hasn't come back yet. Ah, of course. Always. Always has to happen. And it's caused by a goddamn tree stump I ran over. You know, I should actually harvest this car as well. At some point, and the couple of tires that are floating around it. But for now, the important thing is that we're home and safe. In Nepa. Fuck, I need to fix that. Something killed him. Don't care. Let's see if I have the required ingredients. Now that is the important thing, my friends and family. So first of all, these bits can go in there. Tools. Parts. There's the night time. Let's a bit more brass going. Lead can go in there too, and that's a nice amount of iron. I don't have anywhere for armor. Yep. I guess bike parts I've been putting in here. Alright. And misc. Am I putting that under weapons, tools, ammo, oil, health, plant, death, cloth, clothing, mineral, pass? Oh, I actually have some steel there. That's really cool. But yeah, oil's going in there for now. And then in here, that can go in there. That is handy. That's going in my minerals pile. I've already got some. Nope. That. Cool. That's looking better. Get rid of the corn, half the yakka. I'll leave that for farming. Hold on to some of the yakka for now, but kind of want to make some food from it. And then let's get these going again. So that worked out as pretty profitable. Now the key thing is if I can make this workbench. So forged iron, check. Mechanical parts, check. Claw hammer. Just double check I don't have a worse off one. No, alright, 150 level it is. Craft. Alright, guys. We finally did it. That was a hard slogan, wasn't it? I need for exploding crossbow bolts. A recipe. Sweet. So we got 8 minutes of crafting left, 7 and a bit minutes of crafting, and then we'll have a workbench. And I've got to work out where I'm going to slap it down. But I'm thinking right here, because I mean we could have. I don't know. It kind of kills this bit of room, but workbench. You kind of end up needing 2 workbenches and 2 forges. You can always take out the sink to put another forge in. Stick a forge up there. A few options. I want the workbenches close to the storage though, so I could also do workbench, and then my chem station when I build one could be across here, a little bit of storage in the middle. Oh, that's where I was putting foody stuffs, not in health and plant. Alright, solved. So, I think that's going to do it for tonight, folks. I've figured out kind of where I wanted to be at with all of this. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So, next episode, I think, let me write on my little notes now, is going to be place, workbench, farming, and mining. Ming, I wrote Ming. Mining. There we go, got some extra eyes and ends in there. Not very legible, but it'll do the trick. So now I'm going to wait for these to craft. I'm going to place them off camera because screw yous. You'll see it when I put it back down. It's my accomplishment. I'm also going to measure these out with blocks and kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's 4. Don't want it too near the edge, so maybe 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Chem station takes up a fair bit of room in a there-ish space. And I'm going to do some mining off screen now that it's night time. So I'll love you, ladies and gentlemen, later on. For now, thumbs up, like, subscribe, things, buttons, comments, email me, read my stuff, watch the other videos, watch other people's videos, have a drink, relax, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next time.